Hello all, and it is time for the first real video for Sports Blog. I will eventually come up with a creative plan for my blog. I haven't got that far yet. Just still working on, when I'm going to do it and all that stuff. Anyway, start with some high school football. Where I coach West Salem High School this week, we pulled off a big win against South Salem High School, 16-27. Some people were doubting our ability, saying, we're not clear, we haven't played anybody yet. Previously, we beat Northfield in the state Strike High School, 61 to 52, I believe. And we beat South this week. We're set to win the conference now. Just win one more game, I believe. We win the conference, and everything's going to be pretty good for the school. Freshman football wise, which is my primary coaching responsibility, having some struggles, but we'll get there. They're young, they're 14, they're just in high school. They'll get clear after a while because the kids are very motivated. They'll be alright. I want to explain something in my hat too. I'm wearing a hat. Plus, my whole players that watch this, everyone watching, Carl, I know you're watching. Wearing my hat because I haven't had a haircut in quite a long time. And as some of you may say, it looks like I have a shoe throw. So I keep the hat on so I can look halfway decent. College football. The first BCS poll came out today, and Alabama is ahead of Florida, 1-2, which is very, very strange to me because regardless if Tim Tebow was hurt and they haven't rolled people like they have been, previous season in the previous couple games before he got hurt, they've still beaten everybody they've played. They're winning games. Tim Tebow's the man. I've never seen a quarterback, that big who leads like he does and provides such an example for his team. So I don't get it. I think BCS is overrated. They need to take in more of a personal account. You look at that team, and Tim Tebow leads that team, and I think him himself is the main reason why they're number one. And just because Alabama, statistically is better, I don't think that makes it such a big deal. I think if it came down to it, Florida beats them by 10 points in a game. Not even going to see each other in the SEC championship game this year. So we'll eventually find out. In the AP poll, though, which I read the AP poll a little bit more, as opposed to BCS poll. BCS poll is all about statistics. The AP poll has Florida ranked number one and Bama ranked number two. And there's nothing wrong with Alabama. They're a great football team. I just think that Florida has legitimized themselves this year from last year, carry over to being the number one team in the nation. Another tidbit from college football, not necessarily related to football, but Eastern Illinois University, the home of Tony Romo, or his college football home, I should say, has retired his number 17 jersey. Now, I think this is funny because Tony Romo set all kinds of records at the school. I looked at his stats there. 85 touchdown passes as a starter, and that's great. But he was at Eastern Carolina. Who cares? And then it just keeps with the whole perception that Tony Romo is some kind of amazing quarterback that is going to win championships and he's going to be the next Kenny Dan Marino, Brett Favre, or something like that. And it's just not so. He's not very good, slow, not very smart. My freshman quarterback is smarter than he is. So I'm going to leave that at that. It's terrible. I hate it. On to pro football today, which most of you are watching this afternoon. Minnesota 33, Baltimore 31. Baltimore's shaking. Rex Ryan leaving really hurt them this offseason. Mark Scott leaving too is a huge loss for any team. Great linebacker, top 5 in the NFL. Big loss. New Orleans at New York Giants. New Orleans 48, Giants 27. Score indicates that it wasn't that bad of a game. The Saints led at one point, 48-17, midway through the fourth quarter. The other points that the Giants scored are simply game points. Saints had the momentum season. Saints are my pick for the NFC in the Super Bowl. Offensively, they're just rolling everybody. No one seems to be able to stop them. They put up, I believe, over 30 points a game. All 6 games they've played this year. So it's almost unstoppable. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 27, Cleveland 14. Cleveland never beat Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. Why would it change now? They're terrible. Cleveland's my vote for the worst football team in the nation. And I'm a Rams fan, and I understand how bad they are this year, but Cleveland's just god awful. They're horrible. From management all the way down to players, they're terrible. Not even talk about it anymore. Houston 28, Cincinnati 17. Houston looks to be the real deal. I think if they can beat Indianapolis at least once, they will contend in their division for a division title. I think they'll definitely go to the playoffs this year. As long as everybody stays healthy too. Matt Schaub needs to stay up. Matt Schaub stays up. Steve Slayton keeps rolling like he is. Green Bay 26, Detroit 0. Does it really matter? It's Detroit. Carolina 28, Tampa Bay 21. Tampa Bay scored first and led in this game for a while. Pretty interesting. I mean, I'm a John Green fan. I don't think they should have fired him. Hiring Raheem Morris, looks like he's 12. What is that? His DB coach before John Green made him the defensive coordinator. Now he's the head coach all of a sudden. It's too rapid a transition, too quickly. Tampa Bay is terrible. They're probably second or third worst team in the league. Kansas City 14, Washington 6. Bye bye Jim Zorn. That's all I'm going to say there. This one that hurts me. Jacksonville 23, St. Louis 20. The Rams fought them, took them into overtime, and that's what I like. Teams getting better every week. Still not putting up a ton of points. Greatest show on turf days are gone and over. That's fine. I'm glad we at least competed in the game instead of getting blown out like we had last couple. The shocker of the day, or at least in my opinion, Philadelphia 9, Oakland 13. Philadelphia crapped their pants, couldn't put points on the board. Oakland's still not that good. They're terrible until Al Davis is out of there. They're not going to do anything anytime soon. I mean, I think the Rams will die eventually someday, so we'll take that. Arizona 27. And Arizona 27, New England 3, but that's obviously not correct because New England beat Tennessee 59-0. So Arizona beat somebody 27-3. My notes are incorrect. On to New England 59, Tennessee 0. Next score, Buffalo 16, New York Jets 13. Big win for Buffalo. I say if they don't win this ball game, Dick Duran loses his job. I don't see Dick Duran's not a very good coach. I think that any pro coach who tells his offensive coordinator that if he wants to have a football offense, needs to not be an NFL coach. If you want to run that kind of offense, go coach youth football. It's not very fun. You know? Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate you sitting down on this first video. I'm sure like 5 people are going to watch it, but I appreciate you guys that are watching it. So, with that being said, rate, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all of it, and we'll see you next time.